You mean talking to our 6,000 closest friends and family?
That's awesome.
That was a little, no one prepared me for that, but the fact that we were able to finally share Marvel's What If with the world, like show that little smidgen of the awesomeness coming their way,
Oh yeah.
honor and privilege. This is my first time at D23, and it's been so lovely. Like to see the fans, to see the kids dressed up, not only in Marvel characters, but in Star Wars and like Pixar and Disney animation. It makes you realize how much Disney has been baked into our culture, and in a very positive way.
Yeah, the cosplay is awesome. I love it, and my 3-year-old loves it because when we were walking in, she was just like, "What? Little Mermaid? Oh my gosh, it's Moana! Oh my gosh, it's so..." I mean, she was like, princesses. Yeah, she loved it. It's amazing.
It was such an amazing response, and like what an incredibly warm crowd. I mean, we were like one of the last presentations of the day, and the energy was still so high, and just like what an amazing place to debut the trailer and talk about a Christmas movie with people who love this kind of warm, family, fun, joyful film.
And we followed dogs. We followed the dogs from Lady and the Tramp, and people still applauded for us as if they cared. So that was nice of them.
So
Yes,
cute.
they're very cute.
The talk of D23, and then they brought on 2 actors. I can't
no one
remember.
cared, but,
I don't know.
People were nice.
I mean, I've always wanted to do a Christmas movie, and the idea of doing a Christmas movie for Disney was so amazing because it isn't just like a romantic comedy that takes place at Christmas. It's we're in the North Pole, and Santa's real, and the sleigh is real, and I get to ride the sleigh, and we had scenes in like the toy shop. It was just like this. I feel like you feel like such a kid on set. It was so amazing.
Yeah, it's very magical. Christmas movies, people love them. There's such a great tradition of Christmas films, and it's really amazing to be a part of one, especially part of one that has Disney on it. That just adds to the magic of it. So it was really cool.
It's called Monsters at Work. It is a serialized version. Well, not a sequel, but like a serialized version of Monsters Incorporated.
Yes, it starts towards there's a moment towards the end of the movie where we transition, their world transitions from powering the city through scare power, and it turns into laugh power. And that's where we live. That's sort of our show's about that transition and
the cusp. The dynamic cusp of change.
It's a world shift.
So in the show, Ben plays Tyler Tuskman, and I play his mom, Millie, and he's just graduated from Scare University.
Monsters University.
Monsters? I think it's Scare University. I think it's Scare School.
It's from the School of Scares.
We're going to Google this.
In Monsters University.
Okay.
We literally just said it on the stage.
I don't remember anything that's happened before now. And he's super
Scare 'em cum
excited
laude.
to scare kids. But that's the day that they switch over from scare power to laugh power, and he needs to learn how to be funny.
Dreamt about it my whole life, being a scary monster, and now trying to live up to my idols, Mike and Sully.
These things are amazing. I love fan cons because I think so much of your life, it's a job. It's a job that you love, but it's a job, and then and it's very insular, and you're kind of focused on the work. And then to come here and see people love something that you do and see the energy and the enthusiasm is always super fun. I mean, I obviously don't know anything. I mean, I'm dressed. I'm just going to meld into the crowd after this because I'm dressed like one of the attendees. So
I really like it.
Guys, I'm super excited for 8th grade to start tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I mean, we just performed in front of 8,000 people, something I never thought I would do.
I know, like the adrenaline is still pumping and I'm like, I'm ready to do it again.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, just like the lights and the colors and the excitement of people just like who love High School Musical and who are so excited to see this new series is just so incredible, and it's my wildest dream coming true.
Like I remember like we performed and then our picture shown in the back when we were finished, and I look back, I was like, oh, Ma, that's me.
I think we're at a place where Disney is loved and supported, and there are so many people here that love High School Musical. I mean, who doesn't love High School Musical? But we're also, doing something totally new and original, and this is a year for D23 where everything is new and everything's new and exciting, and so I think our show really fits right into that message, and it's really exciting.
And I feel like I'm so excited to be able to show all the people of Disney, to be like, hey, we got this coming out, tune in, it's really good, and have so many people that are such fans of Disney's work, like myself. I would be here even if I wasn't in it. to be like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. This is new and fresh, and I'm so excited. I'm down to see it twice.
Well, we basically talked about what it is that's going to be up on Disney Plus. Obviously, The Mandalorian was the big conversation because that will debut on November 12th. But we also talked about Clone Wars, which is coming in 2020. We talked about Obi-Wan, and we've got a lot on the horizon. So it was pretty exciting to see the reaction in that room because people really
the
really
energy
love
of
what
it
they
all.
were
I
seeing.
mean, it's the payoff for all the hard work for the entire team, and it's really fun to just get it out there finally. I'm always relieved because it's like less secrets I have to keep. So it's always a great day when we're interacting with the fans. But they want it, and they hold us to a high standard. So you just hope you deliver on it.
Oh no, it never gets old. I mean, this is why we do what we do. It is for the fans. There's a part of it that is for us as artists and filmmakers, but ultimately the joy comes from putting it in front of the fans and seeing them enjoy it. I mean, it's what I was so gratified to see how excited people were about Obi-Wan, for instance, because they want to believe that this 40 years that they have loved Star Wars, that we're continuing to keep that alive. And that's exactly what I think we saw today.
Yeah, I get tremendous energy off of it. I mean, I've worked for Lucasfilm for 15 years now telling these stories, and I've never, ever gotten tired of it. And every time, you maybe have a long week sometimes, but you interact with the fans, and they just energize you. And they energize, the whole crew will see this, and it will reverberate with all of them. And then I come here, and suddenly, you're talking to Alan Tudyk from Rogue One, and that's exciting because I love that movie. And you see like all these Star Wars alumni. So we're building this community of not just fans, but also, people behind the scenes that have worked on all these Star Wars projects. And we have like these mini alumni meetings now, which I think is really exciting. And everybody talks about their experiences in this galaxy far, far away, which really brings it home. So it's just really exciting.
So excited to give people like pieces. It really feels bad to tease out things with no information, and to just give the information today of Dick Van Dyke was like, oh, thank God we can talk about something now.
Right. Yeah, and you could, I think you could feel the audience go, oh wow, it's because it's a pretty odd choice with where to take the characters. I mean, I didn't see it coming, and and it happens to be sort of a mashup between a couple of our favorite comics that will remain nameless, and also but also a mashup, and this is all from Kevin Feige's fevered imagination, a mashup of sort of American sitcoms throughout the eras, and it tumbles into a kind of chaotic, messed up story that then ends up in more familiar epic Marvel narrative. And that is, to have somebody pitch that to you and say you're going to have 6 hours of that to play around in is so excited. It's so exciting. When we're in movies, the movies, there's so many characters, everybody kind of gets 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and this is 6 hours of wonder and vision, and it's so fun and a privilege to get to do it.
It's a big privilege to get to lead this cast of people that are also coming from other franchises, to get Catherine Hahn involved in our land. We're so lucky to have her. I feel like we're going to have the time of our lives making this, and we have a great group of people coming together. So it's just like so much gratitude to Disney and Marvel. This whole thing we do, this whole Marvel universe is all for fans. And like the moment you get that behind, everything you do, everything it feels great.
I mean, all these streaming shows they're doing, so clever and so exciting for the fans and for us who get to come back and, reprise these roles or, join as new roles in the MCU. I think it's just, it's so much fun to make these movies and these shows, and, it's just awesome to be a part of it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, same. I'm excited. I'm excited to work with Marvel and Disney, and all the actors that are in the show are awesome. That's all you can really ask for. So excited to get started.
I mean, I think so. There's so many characters that they're trying to put into these films that I think it was really smart on their part to say, hey, let's like branch out and give these characters an opportunity to really grow within this platform. And that's really fun for us actors because we get, a better chance at it, because in the movies you're trying to infuse so much all in these tiny little moments, whereas here get a little bit more of an extended version of that. So I think it's great. I'm really excited.
You get out there and it really is a jolt of energy. They really love it, and for good reason. So you want to do a good job.
Yeah, you really don't want to disappoint. It's not good when you disappoint.
yeah.
But when they're enthusiastic like that, it's great.
Yeah.
I guess because the fans are just so there for it and committed to these shows and these movies and I think they enjoy seeing all their favorite characters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember hearing Walt Disney when he built Disney. The park specifically isn't the park without the people. And you see the park, and I've seen the park when there's nobody in it, and it's really odd. It's very dead. And so the people that make up the fans outside are what Disney was built for. So it's pretty cool to be a part of it, be able to be on the receiving end of that. It's pretty great.
Well said.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was so cool.
Tell them our project.
Oh, our project. We're on Diary of a Female President. And it's super fun, super dope.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is our young lead. She plays Elena, the future president. Some possibility in this world. We would love to bring some joy in an awesome family comedy. We have an incredible cast, and we're really proud of our project, and we can't wait till the world sees it.
For sure.
It's the feeling of hope, the feeling of possibility, the excitement to bring your art to so many people that are accepting and receiving and want to watch it and want the hope that we're displaying on screen. So it's very exciting.
Yeah. What she said and all that. It's so much fun. Everybody's so great. So much joy everywhere.
Joy.
Joy.
I'm really excited. We're here with Stargirl, and this is actually the first time that any of it is being publicized. So I could not be more excited. I can't wait for people to see this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. I mean, it was amazing. We weren't out there for long, but definitely the D23 crowd was very supportive and very sweet from what I saw.
Very excited to announce that I'm part of What If, which is a series from Marvel, animated series, to kind of play with the idea if a small detail of the Marvel Cinematic Universe had been altered, what the consequence would be. It feels like the gift that keeps on giving because it's thanks to the fans that Peggy keeps coming back. So it's, I live in the UK and I come here and I suddenly go, oh, it's this big, the scale of it, it's kind of a limitless, expansive universe, and I'm always happy to come and say hi and be part of it.
I know, it's wild. I cannot believe I'm back. It's so great. It's a dream come true. It's so exciting. I mean, Disney Plus is obviously going to be huge in my household. It's amazing news, and I feel so lucky to be here and to be in this way, and to have a show that's going to be streaming. That's how I watch all of my TV shows, and and it's Lizzie McGuire. So it's been a part of my life for such a long time to be able to be back and playing her as a 30-year-old, how she's going to navigate that and all the challenges and, the good times and the goals and all that comes along with being 30. She was there as everyone's best friend through their preteens, and now I hope that she can step into this role and be right by their side again. It's really exciting for me. Honestly, when Gary Marsh said Lizzie McGuire, before he mentioned my name, before, he really explained what it was going to be, just him saying Lizzie McGuire and to hear the reaction that was overwhelmingly loud. I mean, my heart was like, but I just I put my hand on my heart and I was like, whew, that just kind of took my breath away. She's so important to me, and she was so important to so many. And,
to hear, I hear it every day, honestly. People are still like, you meant so much to me, you mean so much to me, like she has never gone away. But to hear the excitement, it really, one, it made me nervous, and two, I was so relieved. I was like, yes, I'm home, and I know that there's big stuff in store for her, and I can't wait to be back.
I'm excited, I'll tell you that. I'm excited and grateful. Disney Plus, November 12th, they'll be streaming. And one could get the stream and get 12 episodes weekly of this World According to Jeff Goldblum show. And I'm excited. I'm beside myself. Yes, D23. It seems perfect because this is where we are, and here I am, and it's coming out soon, and we're almost finished making it, and I've had a very good time making it actually.
This is my third time at D23. I had been here before with Jungle Book, with Lion King, and now 2 years later, here with The Mandalorian. This is the first audience that got to see the official trailer that's now, I believe, out there online, which is exciting because this has been under wraps for so long. But D23 has the best crowds, and when you work on something so long and you have the cast that is putting its trust in the production and you as a producer, filmmaker, writer, and you get to watch it alongside them and see them react to the audience reacting, is one of the most special feelings of my job. That's what I love about what I do. And especially with something that people are going to be watching at home, you don't really get a chance to get an audience reaction in real time like that. You can through social media, you hear what people are saying, but there's nothing like hearing thousands of people who are excited and curious and anticipating to see what they've been waiting to see. And they sounded happy. I hope they were. We certainly are. You're working your way through the process knowing that at a certain point the fans are going to see it. And we do this for them. This is why we tell stories. We tell stories to connect with that audience. And we are part of that audience. We grew up as part of that audience. And we still love to watch other people's stories. So to be able to actually figure out what we think will excite people, and because it excites us, that's and then it bears out to be true. That's a really fun part of the job.
So we are bringing High School Musical, the series, to Disney Plus. It's a meta, sort of a spin-off of High School Musical, where we're putting on a production of High School Musical. And we just got to perform at D23, and it was, I think, 7,000 people, and it was absolutely insane. One of the best feelings in the world. It was so cool to, do the old song and dance and everything in front of the warm, welcoming crowd. It was great. I think it's amazing. The fans are hardcore. They've been lined up around the building for days. It's insane. But yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, we are part of the cast of High School Musical, the series, and we're here just to promote our show. This is the first time the world is really being introduced to us, and so it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool getting to be a part of the franchise and show it to everyone today. It was really exciting. It's really exciting. I mean, we grew up watching the movies, so the fact that we get to be a part of the franchise in some way is really exciting. Our show is definitely very different from the movies. It's not a reboot. It's not a sequel. It's totally different. So I'm just really excited for this new story to be added to the world of Disney.
It was awesome. I mean, on our show, we obviously sing and dance a lot, but it's filmed and we do it over and over again, and usually not with an audience as big as this. And so just to hear the crowd cheer and just be as excited, it's very exciting.
I mean, this convention is filled with OG Disney fans. I mean, I'm sure everyone here has watched High School Musical, grew up with High School Musical, so the fact that we get to launch our show with these amazing loyal fans is really exciting.
Oh my gosh, did you hear the crowd? Weren't they fantastic? I mean, I can't tell you, I pinch myself every day going to work. It's been so far and continues to be a joy to work on. The creative team has been spectacular. It's a real family working at Marvel, and I have to say, extraordinary. The support, the value, they value everyone who works on the team. And so all I can say is it's, a joy. So we're having a lot of fun.
It's nice because we got to dig. You know what I'm saying? Like, we being first up with the serialized story, one of the things that Marvel was really clear on is we don't want it to be all action all the time. We need to go home with these characters. We need to spend time really unearthing who they are. And since we got great actors, put them in situations where they really get to show what they can do. So that was a pleasure.
It's juice. That was juice, right? That was pretty great. I have to say, we're hunkered down in small dark rooms so much that it's sometimes hard to remember, how many people are out there who are just waiting for this to come out. So it was really extraordinary to see them all there and to hear them reacting was fantastic.
It is, I think, the journey, the construct of sort of the Disney world has happened really, really organically. So everybody who comes into it, from the creators on our end to the fans to the events they put together, it's almost like everyone made an agreement to come to the party together. It just feels very, very right. Like, oh, these are all our folks.
Well,
The crowd was very excited.
the crowd was super excited. It was overwhelming, almost too much for me, but it was fun. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a Marvel newbie, so this was the first thing. These guys have been in the Marvel world before, so I've been in very good hands with this very sweet crew guiding me through the madness that is D23. And it's very overwhelming, but really it was really fun. It's called WandaVision. I'm like, what can I say without just I feel like something's a claw is gonna come from the ceiling and just like, if I say the wrong thing.
Oh, no, the pressure's on.
I said, I was told today, I heard that I was playing a nosy neighbor. So I was like, okay, that's how I'm gonna describe myself. And then I don't know how else to describe it. I know it's Wanda and Vision. They're in it.
Yeah.
We're all in it.
We're
all in it.
together. These are my castmates.
We're castmates.
Yeah.
There are sitcoms involved.
Yes.
And it should be very fun and playful and super smart and exciting and action-packed.
Yeah.
We are the teachers of the new High School Musical, the series, and we just watched our kids perform, and they were incredible.
They were sensational. I think they had everybody together, everyone. It was amazing. There's so much excitement.
Yeah.
I got excited again, like it was happening for the first time. I was like, oh, this new show's coming out? Oh, this is great. Oh, there are these kids. They can dance? Oh.
My face hurts a little bit from smiling and screaming. I'm a little hoarse already, you can hear it. But yeah, they were so wonderful, and they are that wonderful, and just I'm so excited for the world to see them shine.
Oh, wow. It's electric, High School Musical is such a beloved franchise, beloved story, and I think people are very excited to see what we're doing next with it, and to have, you could just feel the enthusiasm that was brought with the performance, how much care was taken, how much new energy was brought into it. You can feel it in all the kids' performances.
That room, that audience is huge, and it's just immense positivity. You can tell that everybody is just having a great time and wants it to be wonderful.
We're here with High School Musical, the series. That's the show that would be launching with Disney Plus, which I'm very excited for. We just performed, which was the craziest thing. I think we both had a lot of butterflies in our stomach, but it was great, and it was the first time people are really getting a taste of what our show is about, and seeing us as our characters performing. So it was great.
Yeah, it was insane. Like she said, the amount of butterflies that we had in our stomach was insane. It was absolutely the most people I've ever performed in front of, so I was definitely a little nervous, but once you get out there and you just start having fun, it's the most amazing thing. Yeah, I think the cool thing is that we get to be a part of launching this crazy, huge, awesome platform, and just the fact that we're starting the show that they launch it, we know we got to go out there and kill it, we got to crush it, the energy's got to be great.
Yeah, and we've been rehearsing rehearsing all week. So I think the more and more we got used to it and like performing live, singing and dancing at the same time, we just became really confident, and it was just like muscle memory, and just we knew we were here and we were meant to be here. So it was just like such a blessing. I don't think anyone can anticipate that feeling of seeing thousands of people in front of you.
Yeah, you absolutely think you know how you're going to feel, and you think you know how it's going to go until you go out there and it's not at all how you thought you were going to feel. You start to freak out, but you do it.
Yeah, like the first second I walked up, I was like, together, oh my gosh, together.
And that's why I was like, just keep my eyes above the heads, above the audience's head, and then at the end it's like...
Yeah, you see everything.
Yeah.
Yes, we're here today to present WandaVision. We're so excited. We shared a little tonal piece. If you want to.
Yeah, we haven't started shooting yet, so we wanted to have something that would give a flavor of what we're doing. So we put together a piece that intercut the Dick Van Dyke Show with footage from the Marvel Cinematic Universe focused on Wanda and Vision, and that gives you a little sense of what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Have I ever been in a room with 6,000 people before?
Screaming
that
people,
excited?
That excited, screaming,
Yeah.
like crazy
Yeah.
and wonderful, loving fans. Yeah, there are no words to describe what that's like.
Yeah. These fans are the best fans in the world, you know? And so this is the place to show them the most exciting new stuff that's coming. And we are so thrilled to be a part of that first wave of Marvel projects for Disney+. It's going to be great.
I mean, I think the most exciting thing about it is we have 6 hours now to like really delve into like, you know, Loki and just take him on a completely unexpected adventure.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a character who people have gotten to know over the course of several movies, but now with 6 hours to spend with him, we can do totally new, exciting stuff. And so, yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just a privilege to get to work on this show and with this character. I mean, you can hear them out in the crowd, like how loved he is. So honestly, we're just as thrilled as everyone else is that we get to continue his story.
I think Loki especially is so beloved by all the fans, and D23 is an amazing opportunity for all these fans to come together and express that love. And we're custodians of that, and we're really excited about it.
It's totally overwhelming. There's so much anticipation from both ends, from those of us that have created the first season and the audience that's waiting for it. And being a part of Star Wars is unlike any other thing. And also, I'm realizing being a part of Disney as well. It's kind of like two massive packages coming at you. And you don't want to disappoint. It's incredible, they call your name and you step out, and nothing can prepare you for the size of the crowd and the energy that they're throwing at you. So you sort of let go of anything you may or may not have prepared and just try to soak it all in and be present for the experience, because it's not normal. It's very exciting.
Yeah, we have. 2 years ago we were here.
Yeah.
It
This is
was
our
good.
second time together.
We're excited. It's time for more of us in the world.
The future has come, and it's pleasant. It's great. I mean, it's the first time for everything. I feel like our two characters have figured out our differences.
Yeah, no, we're cruising along.
Yeah.
We're moving towards better days.
Better days.
Better days. Very supportive.
Very supportive. It's a lot of people in there. I mean, people love what Marvel's been able to put together, and, what Disney has taken a further step with. So we're just excited to bring new product and new content to the audience that we've created.
With this character, especially because he hasn't had kind of like a moment like that, it would be interesting for sure to see our past and where we come from.
So I'm here with The Mandalorian, and so Jon Favreau got in touch with me and he just said, look, what are you up to? Do you want to come and do this show? Do you want to come and direct some of the show? And also, do you want to come and be a character in the show? And just hearing just those two words, Star Wars, and it was an incredible, it was a shock and also quite amazing. Obviously everyone's grown up with these movies, but I'm of the age where, I saw them in the order they were made. And so I leapt at the opportunity and managed to play this really fun character as well, IG-11, who is a bounty hunter droid, and just to be sort of thrown into this world after working with Marvel and then thrown into the Lucasfilm world, and to be able to play with all those toys and those characters and a lot of the elements that I'd grown to love over the years was a real experience. This is my first time at D23, and I'd heard from friends who have been here with different films, just how incredible the energy is. And going out on stage and seeing just thousands, a sea of people out there, it fills you with energy. And also just, I think that filmmaking in general is quite a lonely business. And just to know that there are fans out there who are passionate about this stuff, it gives you a lot more confidence and it energizes you and invigorates you.
We are so excited to be at D23. This show is all about finding your tribe as a theater kid, and I think there's no audience that's better to share that with than the D23 fans because they are such a tribe. And I think just being able to look back at High School Musical and sort of reinvent it as a love letter to the original fans, but also as a new sort of irreverent musical for new generation is an honor and, no pressure at all. It's a blast. It's the best. There's so much. I'm thrilled for this sort of new cast of kids to be doing some of these songs that are so iconic for a reason. They'll be doing them live today at D23. They really are singing and dancing live. We have no CGI. And then in the sort of course of the series, it's about going back to those old songs, doing them in new ways, acoustic reinterpretations for this all-new audience, while also saying to, the old fans, we're taking care of you, we still love you, we're here because of you.
Well, doing the movie was such a joy, and I love the whole thing of Forky thinking he's trash, and Woody comes along and he's like, no, you're made for more. And this, once his eyes were open to the world, he's got a lot of questions. And what is love? What is friendship? What is the internet? And all the beautiful animation that Toy Story has is involved. Characters come back, and it's really fun to do. Everybody here is such a fan like me of Disney, and it's pretty wild. I was able to watch the show and just how much awesome material they've got out there. And you also think of just everything that's going to be on the platform, and so it's pretty exciting.
I still can't believe they let me host this big presentation. Not because I'm not capable and can't do it, but because I'm such a huge fan. I was afraid I was just going to spend the whole time like, gah, which I did kind of towards the end with the big Star Wars reveal. I am a huge fan of Disney. I'm a huge fan of just the world of Disney and the magic of Disney. To get to be a part of this day and then also be in Lady and the Tramp with those beautiful dogs, Rose and Monty, I don't even know if there's words to define it. Well, these are the fans that love Disney the most. These are the ones that come every 2 years to see the latest toys and the latest shows. So it's kind of a gift to give them, to say, we're going to show you everything we have first. And it's also a gift back for those of us that were on the stage. The love we felt back from the people that were there was just amazing. Yes, I walked out Rose and Monty. There are Lady and our Tramp and Lady and the Tramp. All the dogs that were in the film were rescues. I have one of the dogs home with me. Harley was one of Rose's doubles, and I've had him since December, and that's my baby. So it's a film about love, and it also brought love into a lot of people's homes after we stopped filming.